Okay, so you guys should have tried these problems, and now we're going to go through and check your answers to see what you guys had. In a class of 50 students, 18 take course, 26 take band, and 2 take course and band. How many students are not enrolled in either course or band? So we've got this class of 50 students. We're going to consider that to be our universe. So when we draw our Venn diagram out, we need a universe that we're talking about. And inside there, we know that it has to be 50 total students. So I've got some that take chorus, and I've got some that take band. And we also know that there's a few that do both. So we're going to say that the red one is chorus and the blue one here is band. So 18 take chorus, 18. 26 are in band, 26. And 2 are in chorus and band. But this actually isn't how it works, because I know that 18 are in chorus. But if I look in the chorus circle, I've actually got 20. So what we have to do here is we start with this 2. We know that there's 2 people that are in both, so this is stuck. There's 2 people that are involved in both things. We have to take these 2 people into account when we talk about the 18. So if there's 18 total people in chorus, really there's only 16 that are just in chorus, because 16 plus 2 will give me that 18. And the same thing over here with band. If I told you guys that there was 26 people in band, these 2 people are also in this circle. So they need to be accounted for, otherwise we're going to be counting them twice. This looks like there's 28 people in band, but we know that that's not true. So we have to take 2 away from this, and we really know that there's 24 people in band. And I don't mean that there's really like 24 people in band. What I mean by that is 24 people are only in band. They don't take chorus as well. 24 people in band only, 2 are in both, so those 2 are also in band. They both get counted towards the 26. Now I want to know how many students are not enrolled in either. So I want to know how many students are out here looking in. We're going to go ahead and add these up. I know that this, we'll call it X, so X plus 16 people that are just in chorus, plus 2 that are in both, plus the 24 that are just in band, has to equal my universe, which is 50. We can do the math here. 16 plus 24 is 40, plus 2 is 42, so I've got X plus 42 equals 50. I'll subtract 42 on both sides, and I get X equals 8. So how many students are not enrolled in anything? That would be 8 students. In a school of 320 students, 85 students are in bands, 200 students are on sports teams, and 60 do both. How many are involved in either band or sports? So this is a really common one that people just say, oh, there's 85 plus the 200 plus the 60 that do both. Well, that equals 345. So that's my answer. But they're wrong, because we know that there's only 320 students in the school. So this is another problem where it might not look like it, but you do have to create a Venn diagram, because we're talking about groups of people. So you've got your universe, and your universe here is 320 students. And we've got some students in band, so we'll do band. And now we've got some students here that are in sports teams. And you've got students that do both. What I'm going to tell you guys, the easiest thing to do is always start with the students that do both. You got 60 that do both. So I know that there's 60. Now this 60 counts in my sports, and this 60 counts in my band. So then when I tell you guys that there's 85 students in band, I'm not going to write 85 in here, because these 60 are already there. It's like me having literally like 60 people inside this band circle. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually take this 85, and we're going to subtract 60 from it. So we really know that the people that just do band is actually 25. Now if I look in that circle, 25 plus the 60 will give me the total 85 students that we said were in band. Then I'm going to look over here in sports. Sorry guys. We're going to look in sports, And in the sports, we knew we had 200 students. But we're not just going to throw the 200 in here because we've already got these 60 that are inside the sports circle. So really it would be 200 minus the 60 that we already have, which is 140. So inside that only play sports is really 140. Now when I ask you guys, how many are involved in either band or sports? We're talking about these 25 students, plus these 60 students, plus these 140 students, because all of these students are people that do either band or sports. Doesn't matter what they do as long as they do one of them. So I'm going to take that and say 25 plus 60 plus the 140 is going to give me a total of 225 students. All right, let's go on to 3. This one's a little trickier because we're actually dealing with 3 categories. So a veterinarian surveys 26 of his patrons. So I know my universe here has to be 26 people. He discovers that 14 have dogs. Okay, so we've got a dogs category here. Throw a D. 10 have cats. All right, so that tells me we've got a cats category. And 5 have fish. So we need another category. And that 5th one is going to be fish. 4 have dogs and cats. 3 have dogs and fish. And 1 has a cat and a fish. If no one has all 3 kinds of pets, how many patrons have none of these pets? So we're looking for how many people are out here. All right. So what I'm going to say, guys, is the easiest thing to always start with is the one that overlap. No one has all 3 kinds. So this is blank. It has nobody in there. I'm going to work backwards from there. Okay, if 1 has a cat and a fish, all right, so we're going to throw 1 in the cat and fish. It needs to be the part that's in a cat and also in a fish, so it's this section that overlaps between the 2. So that'll be a 1. It's in the fish circle and the cat circle. 3 have dogs and fish, so in that spot that overlaps dogs and fish in here, we're going to have 3. 4 have dogs and cats. So in the section that overlaps between dogs and cats, we actually have 4 people. Now we're going to work and keep going back and figure out, okay, he's got 14 people that have dogs. So 14 have dogs, but we've already got 4 and 3 in the dog circle. So we've literally got 4 plus 3 is 7. We've already got 7 people in the dogs. So we don't need 14 more. We need a total of 14. So 7 plus what would give me 14? That would be 7. 7 plus 4 plus 3, all the people in the dogs would equal that 14. And cats, 10 of them have cats. But we've already got, let's see, inside the cat circle we've got 4 and 1, so that's 5. So I only need to get to 10, so 4 plus 1 plus what would give me 10? And that would be 5. 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 5 would give me the 10 people. We've got 5 that have fish. So I need 5 people in this fish category. But I've already got 3 and 1 that have fish. So 3 plus 1 is 4. I need to get 5, so all I need is 1 more person here. Now I've got the total number of people that have just dogs, that have dogs and cats, that have dogs and fish. I've got everything filled out. If he has 26 patrons, how many people am I missing? Well, 7 plus 4 plus, let's actually keep a little tally here. 7 plus 4 plus 5 plus 1 plus the 3 plus another 1. That all equals 7 and 4 is 11 plus, sorry, that's a 5. 7 and 4, that's 11 plus 5 is 16 plus 1 is 17 plus 3 is 20 plus 1 is 21. We've only got 21 people accounted for. That means that of the 26 patrons he has, 21 people are in this dog, fish, cat category. He still needs 5 patrons out here that don't have dogs, cats, or fish. Maybe they have birds or something like that. I don't know. But if he has 26 patrons, we need 5 more that are not in this to get the total 26. So how many have none? The answer would be 5. And this last question here. A guidance counselor is planning schedules for 30 students. There you go. You got your universe. You need 30 kids. 16 say they want to take French. Okay, that's important. So we need a French circle. Let's go ahead and create one. You've got 16 want to take Spanish. All right, we need a Spanish circle. And 11 want to take Latin. So we also need a Latin circle. 5 say they want to take both French and Latin, and of these, 3 wanted to take Spanish as well. 5 want only Latin. So if 5 want only Latin, that's something we can fill in right away. We know that they are only in Latin. So they're not in anything else. 8 want only Spanish. Okay, so let's fill this in. 8 want only Spanish. How many want only French? We don't know this. That's what we're going to be looking for. Like I said, start with the one that's filled in for all. In this case, we read back. It says 5 want to take both French and Latin. So I need 5 students that are in this French and Latin category. 5 want both French and Latin. So with that, I need 5 in this category, but it tells me of those, 3 also want to take Spanish. So I need 3 that also want to be in the Spanish circle. So if 5 were in that category and I already got 3 here, that tells me 2 would go here. That way I've got 5 in the French and Latin category. So we've got that covered. Working backwards here, I've got 16 say they want to take French. Okay, so we know that there's 16 here. All right. 16 want to take Spanish. That's not going to help me just yet. 11 want to take Latin. I know that there has to be 11 people in this Latin circle. I've already got 2, 3, 5, so I've already got 10. That tells me 1 person is missing. So I know 1 wants to do Spanish and Latin. Now I've got 16 that want to take Spanish. So I've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 already. How many am I missing? I'm missing 4. 1 plus 3 plus 4 plus 8 would give me that total 16. Cool, so I've got them covered. Finally, I get back to the French. 16 want to take French. I know all the other categories. 2, 3 is 5, plus 4 is 9. How many am I missing? Well, the answer is 7. I'm missing 7 students. 7 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 would give me the 16. Now I've got all my students accounted for. How many want to take only French? The answer is 7 students. We can check our work just to make sure. A guidance counselor is planning schedules for 30 students. Now, it never told me that there was like 6 students that didn't take anything. So what we can do here is add up all of these numbers and just check, see if it equals 30. 7 plus 4 is 11, plus 3 is 14, plus 2 is 16, plus 5 is 21, plus 1 is 22, plus 8 is 30. It checks off. Excellent. Our answer was correct. 7 students.